Deacon about as delusional as Sheila is talking about some you going to jail. I said, y'all both going to jail, buddy. Y'all both finna hit the slammers. Okay, so what Deacon talking about, son? When he was talking to Sheila, I said y'all both going to jail. I don't know what he think he, I don't know what he think this is, but Deacon talking about this only ends one way for you, Sheila. I said you. He said it only ends one way with you in prison. Said I said you mean y'all. Y'all both going to jail. Now he usually will say, if you get caught and he gonna get caught because he on I think he on parole or whatever. And I was like, y'all both going to jail, buddy. The only way that he won't go to jail is if Sheila say, okay, he didn't have nothing to do with it. She was hiding out there. He didn't know. But considering they know better, because I think Steffi gonna go over to talk to Deacon based on the preview for this week's episode, Sheila finna get caught, and this must be what people been talking about, because they been saying that Bill's supposed to expose Deacon, because they got that whole thing going back and forth about Brooke and everything. They said Bill's supposed to expose Deacon that Sheila been staying with him or whatever. I said, man, see, Deacon brought this on himself. See, Hope gave him a chance. She even, I say, was partially to blame for Ridge and Brooke beefing. Now, I said partially because we all know they be going back and forth since they've been going back and forth for a very long time. But yeah, I said she done gave you a chance, even convinced Brooke to give you a chance. And you done sit up here and been harboring this fugitive. Wait, is that what it's considered? Well, they think she dead, so is that still the same thing? I don't know. But yeah, she knew better. I wonder, because I missed some episode, I wonder what caused Finn to start to think she was alive and everything. But we're going to get to that part. Well, we finna get to that part now. Finn is investigating Sheila's alleged passing. He has Detective Sanchez to bring all the stuff pertaining to her case and everything, the toe and all. The toe and all. So he calls Steffi over and tells her that he thinks Sheila alive, that he don't think, the whole time he didn't think it was something off about Sheila's alleged passing or whatever. That he's like the whole time didn't sit well with him, and Steffi's like, yeah, it seemed too good to be true, basically, is what they saying. But he also brought up the fact that the toe was cut off too clean or whatever. Because, if a bear cut your toe off or bite your toe off or whatever, it's going to be some type of unevenness or whatever. Then they showed Sheila, they ended with Sheila talking about her toe and stuff when she was painting her toe. I said, you brought this on yourself. You brought this on yourself. You could have left town or anything. You chose to go to Deacon house, really? Man, I'm disappointed how they did this. I'm disappointed. They could have just had her prove she was changed. If they were gonna put her and Deacon together anyways. Duh. I don't know. But Brooke thanks Steffi. Then they start the back and forth, which I knew would come. I knew it was gonna come. They start being all nice to each other. I was like, oh, it's nice to see. But then Brooke started saying how the wedding only was gonna happen because Ridge thought that she called Child Protective Service and everything. I said, oh Lord, there you go. There you go. So they started going back and forth about, nah, that ain't true. He assured us and all that. And I said, but I think all parties involved knew Brooke was somewhat right about that, because about Ridge only proposing because of what he thought Brooke did. Otherwise, he would have been actually came back and went. He ain't even had the decency to come back and tell her, you know what, I talked to Brooke and everything, and I decided we not gonna go through with the wedding and everything. I need time to think. He always needs time to think. Why is it always up to him? This man, he had time to think when he had time to think when his tail was staying at Eris originally or whatever. He was like, he gonna go stay with his dad, his father and stuff because he need time to think. So now they don't have this man to leave town to gain perspective on a situation they should have already had perspective on or whatever. And I was like, okay, at this point, now I feel like he want both women at this point. I mean, not at this point. We've been knew it. It's been obvious. He want both of them. He wants both of them or whatever. But even with that being said, I think that even Taylor knew that he was only marrying her because of the Child Protective Service call or whatever. Otherwise, she would have went down there and told him, duh. Why I keep saying duh? I don't know, y'all. But Thomas comes in the office after everyone leaves, and he comes face to face with Brooke. I was like, oh, there they go. They finna start, y'all. They finna start over there. So Brooke was like, Brooke was like questioning him and stuff and trying to see it. trying to talk to him or whatever, and she was like, "You don't even regret what you did." He like, "No," because they should be married right now. And instead of trying to convince her as well as himself that they still gonna get married, somebody, you might as well take that picture. He was cracking jokes and stuff. He was like, "You might as well take that picture back home with you, cause he ain't his father not gonna want it up there when he comes back and marries his mom." I was like, this man delusional. They all delusional at this point. But I don't know. He might come back and marry Taylor. Who knows at this point? Cause the man don't know what he want, what or who he wants at this point, or whatever. But yeah, she's talking to him, and she tells him that he ain't gonna get away with what he has done this time, cause usually he get away with everything. I don't even think she knows that he knew about Sheila spiking the drinks and everything, about switching the alcohol labels or whatever. So they definitely been protecting him for a long time. But I want to see if Ridge actually gonna come back and hold him accountable and kick him out of the company, because he was like he gonna talk to his father about kicking him out. Not kicking him out, but he said he gonna talk to him about his place in the company, which kind of translates to that. But I was like, yeah, he came in and everything, and he came in with his documents and stuff, his folder or whatever he had in his hand. I said, look, he done got comfortable again. That's why they should have. Listen, they could have finished this doggone storyline up before they started the Sheila thing. But no, they want to put it on pause again. They could have ended it, gone, ended it, let them do what they gonna do. Then it could have went out of town or whatever. Who knows? But it's basically on pause until Ridge get back, and I don't know when he get back. Now they focus on Sheila. But comment down below what y'all thought of this episode and what y'all think about Sheila. What y'all think about the walls closing in on Sheila, as well as what Deacon was telling her. Until next time, deuces.